people who have 9-to-5 jobs and office jobs and normal jobs or run businesses should also have an additional stream of income. And trading is the best one because how long does it take?
30 minutes a day. I earn way above average salary and yet I'm struggling. This can't be life.
But where you're going to be in the next 6 months, 12 months, 24 months and what you can achieve from your trading, the sky is the limit. On today's episode, we're going to be talking with Sarah about her trading journey as a mentee of STARTrading. You don't have someone helping you actually apply that knowledge correctly. How the heck are you going to know if you're doing it right or doing it wrong?
But it's a tough decision to make at the start. Like if you're worried about money, to part with like thousands of pounds. But I now see like trading is life now.
You're basically going to double your account in 2024.
That's the goal, yes.
Wow.
At least double.
Yes.
Hello everybody and welcome to the STARTrading podcast with me, Lewis.
And me, Sophie.
And me, Sarah.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking with Sarah about her trading journey as a mentee of STARTrading, and we've got some other good stuff to cover as well. So, how's your week been, Sophie?
Yeah, good. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
This week, I'm trying to keep my healthy goals. I'm trying to move every day and eat well and stuff. And we found a really nice pool near where we live. It's called Bayview and it's indoor, but it's overlooking the bay.
I was going to say, it does have a view of the bay. It must.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. And because it's part of one of the caravan parks in Swanage. Yeah. But in the low season, no one goes. So it's just me, sometimes me and my husband. We've got the whole pool to ourselves. Wow. But there's always a lifeguard. So there's always just someone just sat there.
Just looking at you.
Yeah, I feel very safe.
Yeah.
Super safe. But it's lovely. It's so nice to just swim a couple of times a week.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Week
been? My week's been good, yeah. I've been busy up and down the country speaking at a couple of events. Some property events, some business events. Yeah, it's been really good fun. I love being able to... That's my favourite thing. I'm a Leo, so as a Leo, I like to be the centre of attention.
Being on stage.
I do love being on stage. Yeah. I do. Yeah.
We have talked about property and trading. Yeah. And do you think a lot of people do a bit of both?
I think a lot of people should do a bit of both. I think I'm very fortunate that I started with trading because that's what allowed me the capital to invest in property. I think any property investor has to be really honest. They don't have a bottomless pit of money. So they have to figure out some form of way to generate capital outside of their own resources. And their go-to tends to be, I'll use other people's money. It's a rich dad, poor dad statement, OPM, other people's money. A lot of people in the UK talk about that who educate on property investment, and that's great, but can be very stressful. I'd much rather use my own money. And so I'm very fortunate that I started with trading, generating my capital. So I think a lot of property investors should do it as an additional stream of income. I also believe that people who have 9-to-5 jobs and office jobs and normal jobs or run businesses should also have an additional stream of income. And trading is the best one because how long does it take?
30 minutes a day.
There we go.
I love it. So you're on the road talking to all these people.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, my favourite thing to do.
Yeah. And how's your week been?
It's been very nice. It was a busy start to the year at work, but we're over that now, and I can relax a little bit. Yeah. No long hours, no weekends, so I'm happy.
Is good. Yes.
That is really good.
Yeah.
So in your busy season at work, do you have to work weekends and evenings as well?
Yeah, when it's year end, but equally when we're over that, they're not clock watchers. Like if I turn up at 9 instead of 8, or leave at 4, it's not a problem. So I don't mind it because I get it back in lieu. Yeah. But year end is just horrendous.
Yeah. Are you able to tell us what you do? We've got a few inklings because of year end conversation.
I work in finance, financial controller for a construction company.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So in your busy periods, because I think a lot of people often think that trading is going to take a load of time to learn, B, a load of time to actually implement. So we always say, once you know what you're doing, 30 minutes a day. So how have you managed to find the time to A, learn, and B, to actually implement and do your trading as well?
Well, for the learning, I'm quite lucky. All my time is my own. So at the beginning of the year, it's always busy at work, but other than that, I'll be home by 5:30 every evening. So I have plenty of time in the evening for the initial training and the back testing. Yeah. But once I got through that and I was live trading, I'm more of a morning person. I did start off in the evening, but I realised that I'm bringing home sometimes like frustration and anger from work, and through my journey, part of my journey was pinpointing, sometimes I make trades where I can see they're bad afterwards, and I had to really dig down, why did I do that? And I realised it came down to my emotional state. And I thought, I'm a morning person, I'm more focused, I'm more excited, nothing's got to me already. So
you haven't checked the emails, put you in a bad
exactly.
mood. Yeah.
And I want to be doing trading, so it's nice to wake up and actually just then get on with the trading.
So is that part of your routine now?
Yes, I do my trades in the morning before I get up a little bit earlier. Sit in bed with my cup of tea.
That's lovely. So can we rewind? How did you get into trading? How did you hear about STARTrading?
So I heard about STARTrading in December 2022, and at that point I had come off of my fixed rate on my mortgage, and my mortgage just doubled. I was on like 1.3%, and I went up to 6%.
Flipping it.
So just overnight, I had to spend so much more money, and it really worried me that I thought, I'm as educated as I can be in the field that I work in. There's not really much room to go upwards, and yet I'm worried that these bills, like if this keeps going, at that time they didn't know when it was going to stop, and then the cost of living was going up as well, and I thought, this is ridiculous. I earn way above average salary, and yet I'm struggling. This can't be life. Like this just cannot be my future. I was really sad about that, and I see all these things on the internet about side hustles and generating other income, and I thought I'll really look into that, and trading kept coming up, and I thought, given my finance background, that sounds like it'll be right up my street. So I started looking into it, and there's so much out there. Once you Google it,
and then it bombards you, doesn't
absolutely, it's insane. And I remember, I think on Instagram, your one came up, and I downloaded your ebook, and I was going to the hairdressers, and I think Investopedia as well. I'd printed a lot of stuff from there, and Hargreaves Lansdowne, they do a lot of PDFs for you to print down. So I thought, I think this is going to be something I like. I printed them all off, took them to the hairdressers, because I'm in there for like 4 hours.
I mean, I've got just hilarious images of you just sat there, and one of them like old school American things, just flipping
with
through
all the foils.
finance PDFs. Like,
everyone else is reading like Good Housekeeping.
I
Good
did. I
Housekeeping.
had my like
Heat.
stack.
Heat magazine.
More.
And it's funny because I read your one, and it went in my no pile, and I found that.
How dare you?
This December 2023. It was really funny. I'm not a tidy person, and when I'd got home, they'd all been stacked somewhere, and it was really nice to see that on top of yours, it had gone in a no pile, and the note on there was too dumb for this.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was not smart enough. And on one of the podcasts at the start, I think maybe the first or second one, you had done a voicemail from Saffron, and she said something about the big misconceptions that you think you have to know all this knowledge about the market and it will take years. And even the word Forex I found quite intimidating. I thought, I can get my head around stocks, but pairs of currency, how on earth would that even work? And I just thought, this is way above my head. Like that was just, no, I was starting out. I thought, I have no clue what I'm doing, and that just seems way too complicated. So I then spent the next 6 months just watching YouTube, anything, Googling, anything I could find. So I was really immersed myself into it, but wasn't moving anywhere. And then the Forex and 5 came up again, and I was feeling a bit frustrated because I was spending all my time always reading something or watching a video, but I still had no clue where to start. So Forex and 5 advert came up, and I thought, this is 5 days worth. Like, they cannot be a scammer if they're investing 5 days of their time all the other ones that I found out there that offer these little bite-sized things are like an hour in the evening or a couple of hours on a Saturday morning. 5 weeks, this has got to be something. So I thought, I've got nothing to lose. Even if I don't like it, I've got nothing to lose. So I joined it, and it was so good. And the homework that you get, and the feedback on the Facebook group when you actually posted it. And then they are like, Josh was actually engaging with you and answering and your questions. And I thought, this is good. Like, I'm only on a trial thing here, and I feel supported already.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
And I'm getting information, like, it's quite clear. I've got a clear starting point now. I'm not just taking in all this knowledge and still feeling like I don't know where to start.
Yeah. And it is a real skill to, I'm about to blow my own trumpet. It's a real skill taking what is perceived as quite complex ideas and concepts and making it simple and understandable. And we talk about this quite a lot on the podcast, but it is that feedback mechanism, because if you don't have someone helping you actually apply that knowledge correctly, how the heck are you going to know if you're doing it right or doing it wrong? Which is why you spent 6 months not really making any progress until 5 days of training where you're actually having feedback. Which is why we love doing Forex in 5. So you can check the show notes and there will be a link to join Forex in 5.
Yeah, that happened to me as well. Yeah, it's
That's
great.
the best thing I've ever done.
You meet Lewis and Josh and some of the team, and you're like, oh, they're real people.
Yes.
They're actually helpful. They're credible. This seems, and you get that support and the feedback, and you kind of then are left wanting a bit more.
And you take them out the no pile.
I'm
still
so what happened after that?
So after that, I'd done the Forex and 5, booked in my course. So that was the end of May 2023. And then I joined in June. Signed up on the launch.
Yes, launch mentorship.
On the June.
Okay, and for the listeners or the viewers, what is the launch mentorship and how long did it take you and how did you find it?
So the launch started off with, I think it was 3 2-hour sessions. They're group sessions with Josh. And then you go through your back testing phase, which I think was another about 3 or 4 weeks. And then you get on to just weekly. Then at that point, hopefully you're ready to go live, and then you're checking in weekly for group sessions. So I started going live. I went live with the first strategy in August. So from June, it took till August to go live with the first one. And then I think by October, I was on all 4 strategies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you remember how you felt making those first trades? Did you have any of the fear?
It was more excitement. I think after doing the back testing, that's when I had the fear, because I had this real issue with I wouldn't do more than a 1-for-1, and Josh kept on at me. He was like, you will need to win a lot more trades if you keep doing 1-to-1, and he like sent me links of people that had said about this. You've got to go more than 1-to-1, and I just wouldn't. So he even tasked me in my back testing of, okay, do what you're going to do, but do one next to it to show you what it could have done. And even at the end, I was like, I'm still going to stick to my 1-to-1. And then I started trading live and quickly got over that. I realized it made a lot more sense. Like,
and a lot more money.
Yes.
And when you are trading live and you see the physicality and the reality of, oh, okay, right, I have had a winning trade, but if I'd just been a little bit braver and still followed the analysis and followed the process, I would have made X number amount more. That's quite motivating to be like, okay, I'm gonna go for a little bit more here.
I think when it's in the back testing, it's not real money, so there was no emotion whatsoever in there. I was like, oh well, I'd rather be safe than sorry kind of mentality. But then when it became my own money, and I saw it would go, and like Josh always pointed out, you're not just putting your target anywhere, that there's got to be a reason why you put it. So if it's safe to do it, just do it. But I was set on my 1-to-1, and then when I realized that it kept going through and there was space there to do it, now I will quite often look at, if I can only squeeze a 1-to-1 and it looks like it's got to go far, I would actually leave it on the table
Yeah. Once you get to that kind of experience level, you do start to pick and choose a bit more. Which is why I often say to people, I take less trades than a lot of our students because I'm just a bit pickier. And that sometimes means they're more profitable than me. I'm totally fine with that. It's just how my style has evolved over time as well. So I love that. Yeah. Complete ownership over it.
I love that as well. I remember being like, Josh, please get off my case. What's wrong with being safe and sticking to 1-to-1? And now I'm like, it's a 1-to-1 and it's quite a big gap it's got to go for. It's not worth it. I'm going to leave that one.
Amazing. Amazing.
He is wise.
He is wise.
So are you getting a good percentage increase average on your account now that you've been doing it for nearly a year?
Yes. My goal this year is to average 6%. I finished 2023 with 5.5. So my goal now with Josh, he set me as 6% this year because he told me an interesting fact that you only need to hit 6% to double your account.
Yeah.
Do you know what is crazy?
Wow, that's amazing.
I've been doing this for 10 years and it was only this year that I realised that. And I don't know why. I think because I've always just talked about 5% to 10%.
Yeah.
And then I just started doing it and I was like, oh, if you hit the lower end of that at 6%, you double your money each year. I was like, how has it taken me that long to realise that? Because I don't focus on... I don't focus on that as the goal, but that is what can happen if you do it. And just to be really clear, when you say 6% this year, you're talking about an average monthly return of 6%. And so your average trading per month last year ended on 5.5%. I mean, that's...
And you were doing it for 6 months. That is amazing. Yeah. And so you're basically going to double your account in 2024.
That's the goal, yes.
Wow.
At least double.
Yes, go on.
At least 6%.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Totally doable.
Totally doable. Yeah. The biggest hurdle I'm finding now is the emotional side. But Josh has been really good at helping me pinpoint, like when I said I realised in the evening I'm taking trades that normally I wouldn't, and when I really digged it, I think the round table helped with that. When we sat there and you kept asking us why, but why, but why. I've never had that for you. Normally someone says why and you just answer one line, but you made us dig and dig, and I kept thinking, I tried to do that when I was reflecting on the bad trades that I would take, and I realised that I was either, if I'm bored, because I will do my back testing or I'll be doing something in the evening, and at the end I'll think, I'll just have a look on the charts, and then one would catch my eye and it'd be 10 o'clock, so I'd be, you can just place that now, but I'm not in the right headspace in the evening. I'm either bored or I'm frustrated or I'm angry from work, and I don't see things as clearly as I do first thing in the morning, and I've realised that now, so I have to stop evening trading.
Yeah, and it's a really good self-observation to have. And this is why there's certain lessons which you can only learn by doing, and that's why we give the frameworks to keep you safe, but you will develop and learn certain lessons as you go along the process. So brilliant learning. Love that. Really do love that.
So good decision then.
Yes. Absolutely.
And what would you say to people thinking, I'm too dumb for this, or it looks too complicated, or I'm not sure if it's for me?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I was thinking about that over here because it's so easy for me to sit here and say, just forget that. But I remember what it was like to sit there. Like, it took me 6 months to go from seeing that to testing the waters, because you do it, I think, from the reason why I wanted to do it was because I was worried about money. And then it feels counterintuitive to think, am I going to spend thousands now on this mentorship when I'm worried about money? And that's really tough to weigh up. But the one thing over those 6 months that kept coming back to me is, even in all these videos, was you've got to pay for the education. If you really want this, mentorship seems to be the way to go. And now I'm through the other side, I can wholeheartedly say absolutely. But it's a tough decision to make at the start. Like, if you're worried about money, to part with thousands of pounds seems a big deal. But I now see this trading is life now. This is now going to put me on a new path to hopefully leave my job sometime in the next 2 years.
That's what we want.
That's amazing.
When it was the interest compound calculator that done that for me. I sat there and worked out. I did go in a bit OTT at the start, thinking I'm going to hit 10% every month. So at this point, I'll match my salary and can retire. At this point, I'll be a millionaire. But I've reined that in a little bit now. Now after going through it, it's not as easy to just think you're going to go in and make 10%. I've adjusted my expectations a little bit and tried to be a bit more realistic. But I definitely see this. It's going to change my life. I'm not going to be sitting at a desk. I've got like another 30 years until I retire, and that is not going to be sitting at a desk doing a 9 to 5.
Yeah. And I think as well, like what you're saying there about managing your own expectations, and the reality is you're still fairly early on in your trading journey.
Yes.
And so managing our expectations in terms of where we're at for that part of our journey, but where you're going to be in the next 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, and what you can achieve from your trading, the sky is the limit. And that's where it gets really, really exciting. Really exciting. Yeah.
I'm excited for my future.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think, I'm so annoyed that I didn't take the opportunity in 2022, but you got to let it go. I've done it now. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And I would say to people, just go for it. If you really want to change, you've got to take that leap. And there's so many out there that I don't think are particularly very good. And I can personally vouch for STARTrading. Like even now, Josh is like giving me still tips, like 9 months in, but Josh is still like helping me on my weekly coaching, and he's giving me little tips. At the start of the year, I really struggled because my company, we closed down for Christmas, so I get like 2 weeks off over Christmas. So in January, I struggled to get up, and one of the strategies is you've got to be there on your computer at 7 a.m.
Oh my God.
And I just...
Not for you, Sophie. Not for you.
I just couldn't get up out of bed. And then the first week went, and Josh was like, that's all right. Everyone struggles in a new year. It was dark. It was cold. No one wants to get up. But then in the second week, he's like, come on now. Like, you've had your week off. I want you now. Your goal is to message me at 6:15 every morning to make sure you're up. Because I told him what my normal routine to get up, because I wasn't even turning up for work on time. I was supposed to be in at 8, and I wasn't getting in before 9:30.
Wow. Yeah.
I just couldn't get up. I just really struggled at the beginning of the year. But he was like, come on. And funnily enough, the first day he made me do that, the Morningstar hadn't really, he said, I don't think there'd been any trades, and the day I came back, it was a winner.
Yeah, very nice.
So you're welcome.
God, Josh is more than a mentor, isn't he?
He's a psychic.
Accountability,
That's
life coach.
Yeah. Accountability. That was really helpful. And I just thought both Josh and Lewis just go above and beyond. It's not, I've signed up in the past where you just get the courses and that's it, you're left to it. Or you watch YouTubes. But here you're actually getting to know a person, you're getting personal, like Josh knew that I was struggling to get up, and he's like, right, how do we change this for you? How do we get you back on track? And it was really good.
That's amazing.
And one thing I will say is there's very much, because I think sometimes some students will hear that and they might go, well, I've not had that same level of whatever, and it's because you get what you put in. So when you engage with the community and you put in like that, you get that back. We can only do so much. And
where's my wake up call?
Me and Josh spend a lot of our time chasing people, and I know that the team in general spend a lot of our time chasing people to help them. And if people are unresponsive to that, there's only so much we can do. So as with a lot of things in life, you get out what you put in, but we are always there to go the extra mile and help in the best possible way. So amazing. We have a question from a caller-inner, which came in just before this session. And the question is, and I'm going to throw it at you just to put you on the spot, because why not? And the question was from Helgard. So Helgard, if you're out there, this is from you. One of our South African students starting his journey with us. And his question is, how can we stay safe, or how do you stay safe and maintain trading success when there's global politics and world wars and things like that going on? What do you do, how does it affect your trading?
It doesn't really affect my trading. I don't do anything differently because the strategies, what they teach you, have to meet the criteria, and it's looking at the news isn't part of that. It's just analysis of the chart that's in front of you. So whatever's going on in the world, we can, the strategies allow you to either trade long or short. So if they are affecting the market, it will set up as per the strategy, either long or short. So it really doesn't have an effect on the way I would trade.
Yeah. I think a lot of people might be surprised to hear that, because I think people assume traders are looking at Bloomberg News all the time, checking BBC News, seeing what's happening, Financial Times, all of that. And what you're saying is we don't need to do that.
No.
We are able to just follow our process, follow our systems, follow our strategy, and that cuts out a lot of the time it takes to do all of that analysis. But also, I think when we do our testing, we haven't factored in the news. We haven't factored in global politics or those things that happen there. So we don't need to pay attention when we're live trading, because we've kind of already factored in those fluctuations that could happen anyway to our testing. So, yeah, brilliant answer.
Yeah.
Really good answer.
Yeah, thank you for sharing the positivity with us. Well, do you want to hear how I'm getting on this week?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Well, it's been quite a chill week for me, because I've gone through all this training and learning the first strategy and getting live with that. Then the second strategy, I'm now live with that. And I think I've just calmed down a bit. Yeah. Like you said, sometimes you're looking for trades, like you're doing your routine. So I'm an evening trader. I'm like, okay, where are they? Where are they? But now I'm like, okay, we're going to look. No, I'll check again tomorrow. And the air of desperation has now gone. I'm like, I will know them when I see them. They will come up. It's not going to run out of trades. Yeah. I've got a couple on the go, and I'm just kind of relaxing into it. So it's great.
I've never described it this way, but you've just put it in a really brilliant way, which helps me describe the process as well. So you don't want to be hunting for trades. You want to be foraging. There's a big difference in terms of the approach and the style and the energy that's involved. So you're not hunting for trades, you're foraging. Are they there? Are they easy just to pick off of the tree? You're not having to get your spear, sneak under a rock, throw a javelin, whatever it is, because apparently we're caveman hunters now. But you shouldn't be hunting. You should be assessing the land and looking for the opportunities to fall in your lap, basically. So I've never explained it that way, but I think that's quite useful.
There we go. Can't wait for the graphics.
Might put that into a video. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right. Should we do a snack?
Let's do secret snacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I had a little birdie tell me that Sarah has actually jumped on the bandwagon and also brought a snack.
I have.
Which means you are the best guest we've ever had so far, by the way.
Yes, very good. All right, let's do yours last, so we do the anticipation. You ready for a snack?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to give you this.
I like the surprise. Okay. I hear a rustle. I'm already a fan.
No.
Oh, you hate these. I do like mint. I won't lie.
This is revenge for the willies.
This isn't revenge when I like it. I do like a minty thing.
What can you see?
Oh yeah. So for the benefit of the tape, another M&S purchase. Love it. These are called mint crumbles. They're soft and crumbly peppermint sweets. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to open
surprised?
I am very surprised. Yeah.
Good.
Is this just a subtle way of telling me I smell?
No, it's a segue, or what do you call it? Continuation. Mint thing.
Storyline. A theme.
Yeah.
A theme. Would you like to try one?
Is it chewy? Like, what's the...
It's not really that chewy. It's almost like it's stale.
Oh.
You see what I mean? Yeah. Like damp chalk.
Oh no, that's not pleasant.
I won't make you have one. No. I don't hate the flavour. Oh, they are quite minty. It is like having mouthwash.
It's very
minty.
minty.
Is the problem with mint. It's disgusting. It just hurts your mouth.
I say wash your mouth out, and you could use that. I do like it in chocolate. Or ice cream.
Once you finish, that's very like mouthwash.
Okay.
Yeah, so surprise. Quite surprised. Gonna go with a 9.
Okay.
Taste, I'm gonna have to go with a 3.
Oh no. That is disappointing from M&S.
That is disappointing from M&S.
Yeah.
Turns out you can go wrong.
Yes. Okay, your turn.
Yes, so let me grab your one. They're actually quite minty. I feel like I've got like a cold breeze on the back of my throat now. So I'm going to go and grab this one.
Oh.
I don't have a clue what to expect from
It's
these.
a box with a unicorn on it. It says Quick Milk Lucky Box. Strawberry banana forest fruit flavour. Do you stir it into milk?
I don't know. Hopefully not.
Milk flavouring sipper with strawberry banana and forest fruits.
Oh, wait. So you're meant to put that into
Place
milk?
in a glass of cold
Oh, I
milk.
didn't read the instructions.
Sip
did I?
through straw and enjoy.
I think you can taste it without the milk.
Oh, this is all. This might have to return to the podcast with milk.
With milk.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some cream somewhere, don't we?
No, we don't.
Do we not? No, we do. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, it's gone off.
We had cream. Oh, Lewis. I mean,
That is a straw, isn't it?
so you
must have to pop it.
do not cut straw. Place in glass of cold milk. Sip and enjoy.
Oh, this is
So
a
you're
fail,
just
isn't
you're
it?
just sipping the milk through the.
Plastic straw.
Okay, I've got a glass of water. Should
Yes.
I try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want one?
No.
You have to have one. Strawberry, banana, or forest fruit?
I'll go for forest fruit because you've
Do you
got.
want to try? Have you got any water?
No, I'm okay.
Oh no! Right. How weird.
I don't understand.
Do
Wait.
not cut. Put it in a glass of cold milk.
The fact you can't cut it means I'm not sure it's safe to actually eat.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh God. Did they come out?
No, I don't think they're meant to come
I
out.
taste banana though.
I taste forest fruits and mint. Still the mint.
Do you know what? My kids are going to love these. I mean, surprise 10. That I've never seen anything like it. Quick Milk Lucky Box. Did you get this from like Taiwan?
No,
No. Where
No.
did you get it from, Lewis?
B&M.
Okay. Flavour. I mean, it's mainly sugar, glucose syrup. 3.
Fair.
Yeah.
This was not a strong week for snacks, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
Can you save it, Sarah?
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I still want this. I hear a rustle.
Okay, don't look.
So there's your ones.
I'm still not looking.
Have you brought different snacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good work.
This actually has saved us.
What did you get?
So I've got, and we've got different. I've got a packet of Walker's Wotsits.
But crunchy.
Oh, crunchy.
Crunchy
Yeah, they look like.
Wotsits.
Do you know knickknacks?
Yes.
They look like knickknacks.
I got Milky Way crispy rolls.
Which I didn't even know existed
No.
anymore. So I was
Did you just go
surprised
to
when
like
I
a
saw it.
crunchy crispy shop?
Thank goodness you're here this week.
Honestly, thank God.
Yes. Would you like to try one?
No, thank you. I've got mint still
Ah.
in my mouth.
Still with the mint. But I like.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan.
I really like this.
I mean, first of all, surprise, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting a guest to bring a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Flavour on this one, 9.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I
Even
think-
with the mint, still going on.
I concur. No, I don't want one. Do you want one of these?
No.
Okay, fine.
I'm happy with these.
Thank you so much for
That's
joining
okay.
us.
Yes. And thank
It's
you all
been-
for joining us on this episode of the Star Trading Podcast. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.